Alright guys, in this video we're going to cover how to make your meta ads traffic convert. So when they see your ad, when they click on it, how do you make most of them buy your product on your Shopify product page? And we're going to cover 5 things that the best brands are doing on their product pages so that by the end of this video you'll be able to implement this on your store to increase your conversion rate and therefore your returns on Facebook ads. So the first thing that we're going to cover here is how do you make your visitors engage with your Shopify product page. So the conversion scenario works like this. First of all, your visitors see your ad on the Facebook platform, then they click on it, and then they land on your product page with the certain expectation. So they expect to see something when they land on your product page. And this is where the biggest drop-off actually happens because these expectations here of the visitors are not met. So when they see your ad, they expect something to see on your product page, and if you don't meet that expectation, this is where they bounce off your product page and just go back to their social media. So I wanted to show you some of the common mistakes that I see when I'm auditing and improving e-commerce stores, and this is one of them. In this example, you can see that this is the Facebook ad, this is the static image ad, and as you can see, this advertiser is advertising this t-shirt on the lady. So the Facebook user sees this image and she probably likes this t-shirt. She wants to learn more about it, potentially buy it. And when she clicks on this t-shirt and land on the collections page in this example, you can see you can't find that exact t-shirt that she liked on the Facebook platform. And this is where the most of the visitors just bounce off and go back because their expectations are not met and therefore you lose your money on Facebook platform. So for that reason, in the above default section, and above default is the first screen that they see on your landing page, you always want to make it consistent to the Facebook ad that you are pushing. So I have prepared you some examples so you can understand exactly what I mean by that. So in this example, you can see this is from one of our clients. I will zoom it out so you can see it a little bit better. You can see this is the Facebook static ad. You can see the colors. You can see this lady here. And when you land on this product page, what you see the exact image here of the lady. You see the same colors. You see the same benefit of the product, the same offer, reduce face puffiness in 30 seconds. You can see it's right here. Even the color of the CTA is the same color as the CTA on the product page, which is really maximizing that congruence between the ad and the landing page, and therefore the customer's expectations are met and therefore they start engaging with your landing page and potentially consider buying your product. So in another example, we have the Lululemon. You can see this ad, we have this lady that is stretching here, and then when you land on the collection page, it's even the same model. It's not the same color, but it's from the same collection. You can see these pastel type of colors of the sportswear, and when the customers see this product on the Facebook, they click on it, they land on the page where they can see exactly same collection and therefore consider buying from that. So whenever we are working with any of the e-commerce store and just by improving this part of the landing page experience, our clients see a huge increase in their returns, so therefore they're more profitable on Facebook ads and therefore they can scale much more easily. And by the way, if you struggle to scale your e-commerce brand, you can check the link down in the description and book a call with me where I will give you advice on what you can do for your specific case if you want to scale profitably your e-commerce store. So always make sure that you create that consistent experience. Even though these two platforms are separate, your Facebook ads and your Shopify store, you want to match them so that it feels like a one experience rather than two different platforms for your customer, right? So after you have made your customer engage with the product page, the next step is that you want to make them trust you, because if they engage with your product page but they don't trust you, they will immediately leave your product page and not even consider buying your product. So they have proven that it takes only 50 milliseconds for your visitor to determine whether they're going to trust you or not. So in only 50 milliseconds, they already know if they want to do business with you or not. And if they don't trust you, they're going to leave your product page and not even consider buying from you. The thing that helps you increase the trust the most is the social proof. This is something that's wired in our brains from thousands of years ago, and it still works that way, because if you show your visitor that other people trust you, your visitors are more likely to trust you as well. That's how the principle of the social proof works, and that's why you need to utilize it on your landing page as well. What is also very important here is that you want to show that social proof above default, because these 50 milliseconds, they're almost instant, and you want to show the social proof on that first part when they land on your product page without the need of the scrolling. So a common mistake here is that e-commerce owners are not showing reviews or testimonials above default. So let me show you one case study of of how we have helped one of our clients with this thing. So they are an jewelry brand. They have an amazing product. People, when they receive their product, they are in love with it. They refer other people and they buy more of them. But the problem that we have found is that the new visitors, when they land on the product page, they lacked trust. So we have found that through the customer service by asking them what was the one thing that almost stopped them from buying from them. So we have redesigned this product page, which I will show you in a few seconds. And we have A/B tested a product page that shows that trust and that social proof in the above default section, in the first section, right? And after that, we have seen a massive increase in the revenue and profitability. So therefore, their product pages were more effective and therefore they could scale much more easily. So in this example on the left, this is the before and this is the after. Let me zoom a little bit. So you can see on the left side, on the above default section, you don't see a single social proof element. You don't see a star rating widget. You don't see any of the review. And therefore, this just decreases the trust that the new visitor have in their mind when they land on this product page. And on the product page that we have tested, you can see we have the star rating widget here. Then we have this quote here. Then we have some of the trust signals here. And this massively increases the trust in their visitor's mind, therefore increasing the conversion rate and how much they profit from their Facebook ads. So the conclusion of all these things is that you need to show the social proof in the above default section, especially because of these 50 milliseconds, because this is how quick people determine if they're going to trust you or not. And above default section is the most important section where you want to point out that other people trust you as well. So after that, after your customers have engaged with your product page and now they already trust you, right? You want to clarify what are the things that they're going to get from your product. So we want to clarify what are the benefits that they're going to get if they buy your product. You need to make it very clear what they're going to get, and you need to make it very easy to understand what they're going to get. And these two things are crucial, because if you don't meet one of these two things, they're not going to understand what's in it for them. They will not understand what they will get from your product, what's the benefit of it. Because of that, they will leave your product page because it just doesn't feel that it will benefit them. So even if you're selling some product that's obviously beneficial, you still want to state it and confirm to them in their mind that this is how they're going to benefit from your product. So a common mistake here is that they're communicating feature instead of the benefits. They have no visuals and they have long or hard to read text. And I have prepared you one example from one of our clients of how we have made this very simple so that the new visitors can easily understand what they're going to get from this product when they buy. So you can see in this example on the left, you can see how there's too many texts. There's no visual hierarchy and nothing. And on the right, you can see we have a very short description that's easy to read and to the point. And then we have these icons with the text that just states what are the benefits that they're going to get. And this is once again above default, so the new visitors can immediately understand what they will get if they give the money to this merchant, right? So this is crucial to understand, and this is how you increase your conversion rate and returns on Facebook ads. So after your customer are engaged with your product page, they trust you, they understand what are the benefits that they're going to get. The next thing is that you want to motivate them to take the action now. The problem is that most people postpone their actions and later they don't feel like doing them at all because they have changed their mind. And this is the same thing that happens on your Shopify product page. People land on your product page, they want to buy from you, but they postpone their actions. They think they can come tomorrow and something like that. But the problem is that tomorrow they don't feel that emotion anymore to buy your product and they don't buy it. So this is why you need to motivate them to take the action now that they're on the product page, now that you have spent your dollar on Facebook ad. You want to make them convert now and not let them postpone their actions. And two of the most effective way to do this is with the scarcity and the urgency. So first of all, I will show you some examples of how good scarcity and urgency tactics look like. And after that, I will tell you what you should not do if you don't want to damage your brand reputation. So first of all, we have a Lululemon here, and this is the example of the scarcity. So you can see in their cart page, they have this announcement at the top. It says, these items are going fast, check out now to make them yours. So they don't have any countdown timers. They don't show how many they have left in stock. They're just saying that this item is popular. It goes very fast, incorporating a little bit social proof into that. and therefore act now if you want to make it yours. And this is just enough of the push to make your customers convert, because if you overemphasize this part, they will just leave your product page because they're all used already to these tactics where you have only 5 products left and all that stuff. And if you do all these type of fake things, it will only decrease how much people trust you. So in the next example, we have the example of the urgency, how the Amazon is doing this, and you can see they have this here. If you order within 17 hours and 50 minutes, you will get the fast delivery. So this is the offer. This is how much you have left. It's not too pushy, but it just gives that slight edge if they act now, which is most of the time enough for your visitors to proceed with placing the order. So when it comes to these two, you shouldn't, as I have mentioned, use the fake scarcity. People will sense it and will just trust you less. And you don't want to be pushy. You don't want to use all these countdown timers, because once they reset, what are you going to do? Obviously, they're going to go again and again. And if your customers see that, they will just trust you less. So for that reason, you shouldn't really use these fake things if you want to build a long-term profitable brand. So after your customers are motivated to take the action now and all the things previously to that, they are now ready to convert. So at this point, they are persuaded that they want to buy from you. They understand the benefit, they're motivated, and now they want to buy from you. And this is where I see a lot of e-commerce owners make the mistake, because you need to make it effortless for them to place the order. Otherwise, if it's hard, they won't buy it even though they have decided to buy from you. And it's just such a shame to lose sales like this, because they want to buy from you, but you're making it very hard for them to place the order with all the things that we're going to cover, and therefore they just don't buy from you. So how do you actually make it convenient for your customers to place the order? You want to have, first of all, a single call to action button. You don't want to make them think, and I have prepared you an example from the Kali Cosmetics. You see, when you're looking at this product page, you can see that the thing that really stands out here is this button, which is the add to cart. It's really easy to see where it is, and there's only one button. They don't have a dynamic checkout. They don't have all these different things. So when your customer is ready to proceed with the order, it's very easy to find how they can do it. They just click on this button and then they go to the cart drawer, which is in this case look like this. And you can see, once again, we have the same color, which is just consistent with that previous one, and therefore it's really seamless for your visitors to place the order. So this is very important. You want to have one single call to action, because otherwise they will start thinking. And if they start thinking too much, another thought that might pop up is like, maybe I don't need this product, and they will just bounce off your product page. So you also want to make your call to action buttons visible. Like in this example, you want to use consistent colors. Like in this example, all your colors, add to cart, checkout, pay now, all the same color. And you don't want to ask for unnecessary steps like creating the accounts, because most people don't care about that. And you don't want to have too many pop-ups and all the things going on that are just distracting them from placing the order. So to conclude these things up, first of all, you want to make them engage with your product page. So you want to create the consistent experience between the ad and the product page and make it feel like one experience rather than two different platforms. After that, you want to make them trust you. So you want to show that other people trust you as well in your above default section. After that, you want to make them understand what is the benefit that they're going to get if they buy your product. So if they give you their dollars, right? After that, you want to motivate them to take the action. You want to have an offer why it's better to take the action now rather than to postpone it and come back tomorrow. And after that, you want to make them convert. So you want to make it seamless for them to finally place that order. So these are very important things, and you can apply them to whatever niche you are, because they're based on the best practices of e-commerce and the psychology. And if you apply them, you will likely see an increase in your Facebook ads return, so you will be able to scale much more easily. And if you struggle with scaling your brand, you can reach out to me in the link in the description for a free consultation, where I will give you a specific advice on what you can do for your case to improve your e-commerce business. And watch this next video, which will help you with growing your e-commerce store.